Hi there, it's Mrs. Nye with Healthy Bodies, Healthy Minds. Today we are going to be talking about the parts of the plant. Let's get started. Let's look at the different parts of the plant. Just like people, plants have different parts. We have legs, arms, and a head. Plants have roots, down at the bottom of the picture, stems, the part going from the roots up to the top, leaves, the parts going off of the stem, flowers, which you can see are the little yellow things toward the top of the picture, fruit, those are red in the picture, and seeds, those would be in the fruit. I'm going to go through some foods and see if you can think of which part of the plant they belong with. Our first food is an onion. Let's take a look. What part of the plant do you think an onion comes from? Remember, the parts of the plant are roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds. Think about where an onion grows. If you guessed root, you were right. Let's find out some more information about roots. Roots act like straws, bringing water and nutrients from the soil. They also help to keep the plant stable. Carrots, beets, and radishes are other examples. They are called root vegetables because they grow underground. Our next food is an artichoke. What part of the plant do you think artichokes come from? Remember, the parts of the plant are roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds. If you haven't seen an artichoke before, what part of the plant does it look like? If you guessed flower, you were right. Let's find out some more information. Flowers are the reproductive part of the plant where fruit grows. Cauliflower and broccoli are also flowers of the plant. Next, let's talk about celery. What part of the plant do you think celery comes from? Remember, the parts of the plant are roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds. Think about its shape. What part of the plant does it look like? If you guessed stem, you were right. Let's find out some more information about stems. Stems support the plant so it stands tall, preventing it from falling over. They provide a pathway from the water to go from the roots to the leaves. Asparagus is also a stem. Next, let's talk about spinach. What part of the plant do you think spinach is from? Remember, the parts of the plant are roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds. What does spinach look like? If you guessed leaf, you were correct. Now let's find out some more information about leaves. When sunlight hits the leaves, the plant makes food for itself. This is called photosynthesis. Cabbage is also a leaf. All right, our next food is a cucumber. What part of the plant do you think a cucumber comes from? Remember, the parts of the plant are roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds. If you guessed fruit, you were correct. Let's find out some more information about fruits. For the parts of the plant, we consider a cucumber the fruit of the plant. The fruit of the plant is what the plant produces. Fruits also protect the seeds because the seeds are inside the fruit. But for my plate, we consider a cucumber a vegetable. I know that's kind of confusing. Bell peppers would also be considered a fruit of the plant. All right, and last, we have black beans. What part of the plant do you think black beans come from? Remember, the parts of the plant are roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds. If you guessed seeds, you were right. Let's find out some more information about the seeds. Seeds contain the makings of a new plant. All the parts of the plant that we talked about today will come from seeds. Peas are also seeds. All right, let's play a game of What Am I? I am going to give you clues about a food, and you are going to try to guess what the food is. Once you have guessed what it is, then we'll try to figure out what part of the plant that food comes from. Let's get started. Here we go with our first clue. Before I became a box of raisins, I was a bunch of... Before I became a box of raisins, I was a bunch of... What do you think? Grapes. What part of the plant are grapes? Do you think you have a guess? You can always pause our slideshow if you want to discuss these things further or if you need more time to think. So, what part of the plant do you think grapes are? Fruit. Let's look at our next clue. Here's clue number 2. I have silk and ears. I must be cooked before you eat me. I am normally yellow, but can be found in all colors of the rainbow. Cows and pigs love me. What am I? That's a lot of clues. Do you have an idea? Corn. Have you ever had corn on the cob? What part of the plant is the corn? Give you a little time to think. What part of the plant is the corn? Ready? Seeds. Corn is a type of seed of the plant. All right, next clue. I am a vegetable that is good for your eyesight. I grow under the ground. I am usually orange, but can be other colors such as purple. What am I? What do you think? Good for your eyes, grows under the ground, and usually orange. A carrot. Was that your guess? All right. What part of the plant are carrots? So if they grow underground, like our clue said, what part of the plant do you think it is? It's a root. All right, next clue. I am a leafy vegetable and can be green, purple, or red. I am heavy. You can eat me raw or cooked. What am I? If you guessed cabbage, you were correct. What part of the plant is cabbage? Any idea? It is a leaf. All right, next clue. I look like a fuzzy little ball. You can eat my fruit insides with a spoon. I have lots of vitamin C. What am I? A fuzzy little ball. You can eat it with a spoon. What could it be? It's a kiwi. What part of the plant is a kiwi? Kiwi is a fruit. All right, next clue. I am crunchy with lots of vitamin C and fiber. Some people think that I look like a little green tree. Oh, I think I know this one. What am I? Broccoli. What part of the plant is broccoli? Any idea? Broccoli is the flower of the plant. All right, next clue. Clue number 7. I am grown under the ground. I can be white or purple. I have a very strong odor and smell. I am not an onion, but close. And you use me in recipes, but most people do not eat me by myself. What am I? This one's a tough one. Any guesses? I am garlic. Now, what part of the plant do you think garlic is? Well, if it's like an onion and it's grown under the ground, it is a root. All right, next clue. I am a fruit. I do not grow in Michigan. I can be green or black. I am not sweet. And you can put me on pizza. This is a tough one. What do you think? Oh, an olive. What part of the plant do you think an olive is? They are the fruit of the plant. All right, clue 9. I am a sour vegetable. Most people cook me in cakes and pies like a fruit. I am red and green. You don't eat me raw and should really cook me first. What am I? Any ideas? I am rhubarb. Have you ever tasted rhubarb before? What part of the plant do you think rhubarb is? It is a stem. All right, now for our last clue. I am a reddish purple color. I grow on a bush with pickers. I have many seeds. I can be eaten raw or made into jam or pie. I am hollow in the middle. I can be fuzzy. It's a lot of clues. What do you think I am? Ready? I am raspberries. Have you ever made anything with raspberries before? I love raspberries. All right, and what part of the plant are raspberries? They are the fruit of the plant. All right, nice job with those. Some of those were pretty tricky, huh? All right, I hope you had fun learning about the parts of the plant and what foods fit into each of the parts of the plant. As you're eating your fruits and vegetables, think about what part of the plant they would be. Have a great day.
Hi friends, today we're going to do an activity called Healthy Favorites. Did you know that when you eat, you should be eating a variety of different colors of fruits and vegetables? That's because each different color gives us different nutrients, or things like vitamins and minerals that help to keep us healthy. So for example, if you eat a red strawberry, those strawberries have a lot of vitamin C, and vitamin C helps us to heal faster if you get a cut or a bruise. And all the other different colors have different nutrients that help us in different ways. So today we're going to do an activity called Healthy Favorites. During this activity, we're all going to start out marching. Then I'm going to say a different fruit or vegetable for each color of the rainbow. So if you like the fruit or vegetable that I say, then you'll do the physical activity that I'm going to announce. If you don't really like it, or if you don't want to try it, then you would just keep marching. Okay, so if you like the fruit or vegetable, or if you have never had it and you would like to try it, then you would do that physical activity that I say. So we need to get our bodies up and moving. So right now I need you to find some space, spread out a little bit. I'll do the same and I'll be right back. All right, I hope you found a little bit of room. So what we're going to do first, we're going to start out marching. So everybody up and marching. Now, the first color of the rainbow is red. So I'm going to think of a red fruit or vegetable. I'm thinking of a red apple. So if you like a red apple, we're going to sidestep. So if you like it, or if you want to try it, if you've never tried one before, we'll sidestep. If you don't like it, keep on marching. All right, nice job. Our next color is orange. So If you like an orange bell pepper, I want you to take a giant step forward and then back. If you don't like orange bell peppers, then you can keep marching. Giant step forward, giant step back. We'll do one more. Nice job. All right, back to marching. Our next color of the rainbow is yellow. So if you like lemons, I'm going to have you reach to the sky. Reach. Nice job. If you don't like lemons, you can keep marching. Let's do one more. Awesome. Back to marching. All right, our next color is green. So for green, I'm going to say green beans. I love green beans. All right, so if you like those green beans, we're going to take some baby steps forward and baby steps back. Baby steps forward and baby steps back. Again, if you don't like them, keep marching. And back. All right, nice job. Everybody back to marching. Now our next color is blue. So for blueberries, we are going to skate. So you're going to go forward and back. If you don't like blueberries, then you can keep marching. All right, everybody back marching. Nice job. And our last color is violet. So for violet or purple, we're going to do eggplant. So if you like eggplants, or if you haven't tried them but you want to, then we are going to reach side to side. If you don't like eggplants, you can keep marching. This is a nice stretch too. All right, friends, thanks so much for getting your bodies up and moving with me today. I hope that you enjoyed it and maybe you found a new fruit or vegetable that you would like to try too.
Our story today is called Tops and Bottoms. It's adapted and illustrated by Janet Stevens. Once upon a time, there lived a very lazy bear who had lots of money and lots of land. His father had been a hard worker and a smart business bear, and he had given all his wealth to his son, but all Bear wanted to do was sleep. Not far down the road lived a hare. Although Hare was clever, he sometimes got into trouble. He had once owned land too, but now he had nothing. He had lost a risky bet with the tortoise and had sold all of his land to Bear to pay off the debt. Hare and his family were in very bad shape. "The children are so hungry, Father Hare, we must think of something," Mrs. Hare cried one day. So Hare and Mrs. Hare put their heads together and cooked up a plan. The next day, Hare hopped down the road to Bear's house. Bear, of course, was asleep. "Hello, Bear, wake up. It's your neighbor Hare, and I have an idea." Bear opened one eye and grunted. "We can be business partners," Hare said. "All we need is this field right here in front of your house. I'll do the hard work of planting and harvesting, and we can split the profit right down the middle." "Yes, sir, Bear, we're in this together. I'll work and you sleep." "Huh?" said Bear. "So what will it be?" Bear asked Hare. "The top halves or the bottom half? It's up to you, tops or bottoms." Let's see," Bear said with a yawn. "I'll take the top half, Hare. Right, tops." Hare smiled. "It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. Hare planted, Mrs. Hare watered, and everyone weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear, you get the tops and I get the bottoms." Hare and his family dug up the carrots, the radishes, and the beets. Hare plucked off the tops, tossed them into a pile for Bear, and put the bottoms aside for himself. Bear stared at his pile. "But Hare, all the best parts are in your half." "You chose the tops, Bear," Hare said. "Now, Hare, you've tricked me. You plant this field again, and this season I want the bottoms." Hare agreed. "It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear, you get the bottoms, and I get the tops." Hare and his family gathered up the lettuce, the broccoli, and the celery. Hare pulled off the bottoms for Bear and put the tops in his own pile. Bear looked at his pile and scowled. Hare, you have cheated me again. But Bear, Hare said, you wanted the bottoms this time. Bear growled, you plant this field again, Hare. You tricked me twice, and you owe me 1 season of both tops and bottoms. You're right, poor old Bear, sighed Hare. It's only fair that you get both tops and bottoms this time. It's a done deal, Bear. So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded, then watered and weeded some more. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, wake up, Bear. This time you get the tops and the bottoms. There, in front of Bear's house, lay a high field of corn. Hare and his family yanked up every corn stalk. Hare tugged off the roots at the bottom and the tassels at the top and put them in a pile for Bear. Then he carefully collected the ears of corn in the middle and placed them in his own pile. Bear rubbed his eyes and watched. See, Bear, you get the tops and the bottoms. I get the middles. Yes, sir, Bear. It's a done deal. By now, Bear was wide awake. That's it, Hare, he hollered. From now on, I'll plant my own crops and take the tops, bottoms, and middles. Hare and his family scooped up the corn and hopped down the road toward home. Bear never again slept through a season of planting and harvesting. Hare bought back his land with the profit from the crops, and he and Mrs. Hare opened a vegetable stand. And although Hare and Bear learned to live happily as neighbors, they never became business partners again. All right, that's the end of our story. Thanks for listening.
All right, I have another healthy recipe to share with you today. So our recipe is called a cucumber and chickpea salad. Our ingredients that we have a tomato, an onion, a cucumber, a can of chickpeas, some Italian dressing, and a little bit of garlic powder, and we're also going to add in salt and pepper. So you'll notice on our can of chickpeas, it says chickpeas on one side, but it says garbanzos on the other. So if you're in the grocery store, you might see one that says garbanzo, and you might see another can that says chickpeas. They're actually the same thing. So if you're shopping for these ingredients, you could use chickpeas or garbanzos because they're the same thing. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to chop up the tomato and the onion, and then I'll have you watch me chop up the cucumber and see how I do that. All right, let's get started.
All right, the first thing we're going to do is cut our cucumber in half. We'll only be using half of the cucumber for this recipe, so I will save the other half for a different recipe. Now I will cut this one in half again, so it's easy for me to scoop out the seeds. So I'm going to take my spoon, press it into the middle of the cucumber, and then scoop those seeds out. Just like this. We won't be using the seeds for this recipe, so we'll just push those to the side. And I will do the same with my other cucumber, scooping out those insides. All right, now that that is done, I'm going to take my knife again, and I'm going to cut the cucumber into a few slices. And then I'm going to cut them again into smaller pieces. All right, once I finish cutting this, I will put those small pieces into a bowl, and I will finish cutting up the other side of the cucumber just like I did with this one. And next step is to combine all of our other ingredients.
Okay, as you can see, I've already chopped up the onion, and I have the tomato already in the bowl, so now I'm just going to combine our ingredients. So I'll add in onion, cucumber, and our chickpeas were in water, so I drained and rinsed those, and now I'm just going to add those in as well. now we have some garlic powder, so we need 1/4 teaspoon of the garlic powder. We're also going to add in some salt, so another 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and then our last ingredient is our Italian dressing, and we need 1/4 cup of this. There we go, and now all we have to do is stir to combine it. It smells delicious. And there's so many different colors. The rainbow in here. All right. There we go. I hope you enjoy our cucumber and chickpea salad.